and welcome to my channel. For those of you new, my name is Dave and I work in financial services, and these videos are mixed in journey towards financial freedom, financial well-being, financial products so you, like me, can reach your goals sometime in the future. Now let's get into this latest video. Now this latest video is about my self-invested personal pension plan for the review of May 2024. Now it's not to boast or brag or say look at me, but it's to prove if I can build up a sizable portfolio, so can you. If you take the steps, take a plan. I do have a workplace pension with a current employer, but it's a simple auto-enrollment scheme. One, I'm restricted on the contributions I can make into the scheme, and two, I'm restricted on the funds. So I have a self-invested pension plan so I can control my own investments, my own funds. What are the aims of a portfolio or my pension plan? Well, we're looking for annual return each year of 10%. For 2024, we're looking for dividends of £5,500, and we're looking for a year-end valuation of around about £117,000. So what's happened during the month? Well, a very good month indeed. We started at 121,369. We ended at 128,157. So a profit in the month of £6,788. Now in the UK, they're all saying the FTSE is undervalued. It's finally having a good run. It's up 6.2% this year. So how have we done? Well, year to date, we're up 14.7%, so well above our targets. With regard to contributions, we made normal contributions first of the month of £250, and the government gave us tax relief as a basic rate taxpayer of £62.50. Our monthly platform fees are around about the same, £16.21, which is based on a percentage of our portfolio valuation. So, where is the fund invested? Well, geographically, let's look at the following chart. UK and Europe, 78.83%. USA and Americas, 18.86%. And Asia and emerging markets, 2.32%. We are trying to reduce our UK holdings, but we received some very good dividends a month, which has increased it during the month, but normally stays around about 80%. During the month, we've received some excellent dividends of best month for the year to date. Look at the following graphic. So what have we received? Well, Drax, the biomass producer, has gave us £174.30. 30 new shares were invested. Lloyds, the banking group, £646.98, a total of 1,134 shares. Aviva has gave us £1,038.28, so 210 new shares. And Greggs, the baker, £243.38, including a special dividend, gave us 8 new shares. Across our shares, we've got a yield of around about 4.65%. So year to date, we've received 2871 against expectations of 2291. So we're about £580 ahead of where we were. So a very good month. And that will be followed by a very good month in June because of one or two specific shares. Remember, these are my own personal opinions. Now let's look into what sort of funds and shares we hold within the portfolio. Let's look at the shares we hold in our portfolio. At the moment we own 15 shares, 11 in profit, 4 in loss. Total share values of £97,194. Makes up 76% of our portfolio, of which 66% is in the FTSE 100 and 10% is in the FTSE 250. Now let's look at the following graphic about what holdings we have and the values. So our largest holding is Aviva, £23,500, 18% of our portfolio, 4,866 shares. We did receive £1,000 in the month. We just switch off. It's got a yield of about 8%. Everyone needs insurance. It's maybe considered safe, secure, boring, but it just goes to show it's given us £1,000 during this month. We own Lloyds, the banking group, £20,100, 15% of our portfolio, 36,296 shares, and again, very good dividend of the month. We were given 1,134 new shares. Got a yield around about 5%. Greggs, we own 291 shares, £8,500, 6.7% of our portfolio. Very cash rich, is expanding, has great results, and is 100% up since we bought the share several years ago. Back on the banking sector, we own HSBC, 1,190 shares, £8,300, 6% of our portfolio. Again, very cash rich, quarterly dividend reinstated, and it will pay a special dividend to us at the end of June, which is a very nice surprise. We own Barclays, 3,170 shares, £7,000, 5% of our portfolio. A yield around about 4.5%, but just like Lloyd's, we just switch off. Everyone needs a bank. Very cash rich. We own Drax, the biomass pallet maker, 1,284 shares, £6,500, 5% of our portfolio. It has struggled recently, but it was up 100% when we bought it, but it has struggled, shall we say, in the past few weeks. But as we proved, it did pay a very nice dividend during last month. We own Legal and General, £5,500, 2,098 shares, 4% of our portfolio. Again, like Lloyd's, a yield around 9%, and it will pay a very nice dividend to us at the start of June. Away from the banks, we own Sainsbury's, the retailer, 1,248 shares, £3,500, nearly 3% of our portfolio. We own Shell and BP, 150 shares in Shell, £4,200, 3% of our portfolio, and 542 shares in BP, 2,500, 2%. But both of them companies are paying very nice quarterly dividends. We don't reinvest it, it just goes into the portfolio, which we'll put into our funds. But some very nice dividends from those two companies. We also own JD, had very good results in the month. 2,500 shares, £3,000, 2% of our portfolio, but is cash rich, has £1 billion in cash. It has been a buying spree in America, and the dividend has been increased, but it's what we call a growth company. Now, other companies we own of smaller notes: Penn and the Water Group, AG Bar, the platform drink provider, will pay us a good dividend at the start of June. Card Factory, the retailer, very cash rich, does expand, and AJ Bell, our platform provider. Very good results in the month. Revenues up 27%, assets under management up 13%, clients up 5% to 500,000, and the dividends increased by 21% from 3.5 pence to 4.5 pence. So it is a growth stock. So a collection of shares predominantly based in financial services, what we know about, but just goes to show we got some very good dividends in the month. Now, by their own personal opinions, we see no reason why we're going to sell any of the shares in the foreseeable future. We just switch off. Now, let's look at the funds we hold in our portfolio. Following graphic, quite simplified. We've simplified our funds moving forward. We now own 3 funds. Our funds are worth collectively £30,868, 24% of our portfolio, 3 funds, 2 in profit, 1 in loss. Our largest holding is a Fidelity World Index Fund, owns about 3,500 shares, covers the whole market. It's got an annual track record of the last few years around about 10%, and an annual fee of 0.12%, and that makes up 11.19% of our portfolio. Now, we are increasing that month by month, so again, we've topped up that fund with our monthly contributions, £300 in that portfolio. We've done it because we were solely UK based. Our next holding is a Legal and General Technology Fund, £13,500, nearly 11%, had a great run in 2023, somewhat struggled in 2024, but again, profits are very good year on year, or the returns are, shall we say, and it owns about 1,700 shares. We just switched off, but it was done for diversification. Our next fund is a global growth fund, quite selective and active managed fund. We put 3,000 in, it's now worth 2,854, 2.2% of our portfolio. It may be something we review moving forwards. It's made 22% in the past 12 months, but it may well be when it is back in profit, we put that into our annuity schemes to simplify it moving forwards and to reduce costs. So we've bought these shares because we were, shall we say, UK based. We're trying to, shall we say, diversify, but we've done it, we just switch off. They do what they say in the tin, very low fees, very low charges, and some excellent track records. Remember, it's not a get rich quick scheme. It just goes to show if I can build a portfolio worth six figures, you can too. If you take a plan, you take some action, and invest regularly on a regular basis within a tax free wrapper. Remember, if you like the videos, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you again soon.